Hello there. Welcome back to episode 3 of Ryise to KoG. This is my series of where I'm playing a brand new account, free-to-play, PvP only, means I can't farm PvE or anything like that for gems, where we'll be doing a Ryise to KoG, essentially. I have all month to hit KoG games. Hopefully we reach there. If not, we'll call it a failure, but I think we're doing pretty good. Last time I told you guys I'll see you again when I hit gold. Well, I lied to you. I'm actually in platinum right now. And you might be asking, hey Ryan, why are you in platinum? That seems kind of high. Well, we were in gold. Platinum 6, by the way. We were in gold. And then I stream a tournament, 6 days a week. There's 3 tournaments that I host out of them. So during the tournament, nothing was super interesting happening. So I was like, all right, guys, who wants to watch me play my Ryise to KoG deck? And we played like 2 or 3 matches and ended up hitting platinum by accident, basically. So my bad on that part. But figured since we're here and since we did those games live, I'll play those as the replays for today, so those will be playing kind of in the back as I'm talking. A few things to kind of go over. First of all, the deck and how it's looking right now. Still running Fields of the Warrior. This is pretty much where we're at now. We did get our SR Dream tickets, so that's kind of the big update, right? The big thing that we got. We got our dual wields. We got 2 of them. I was hoping we'd get at least 1 more United. Not being able to play 2 or 3 United does feel pretty bad, not gonna lie about that, but you know, it's not the end of the world. We take what we can get. Here with the free-to-play. You can still see the metal morphs and the double-edged sword techniques. They are still in our decks. They're probably going to be there for a hot minute, I would say, until we can find replacements for them. If we even find, I think metal morph might actually end up being here till the end. It kind of serves the purpose that the other cards that I just can't have right now serve for me. Still running the 2 Kazan. We are running now the Kagamusha of the 6 Samurai. This is really helpful because if I get handed the 6 Samurai, which is pretty much replacing my 3rd Kazan right now, I can still synchro into Shien with it using either the dojo to get this guy out, and then with this, and then the double-edged sword to make another Shien, or anything like that. They're just kind of there in the meantime. As far as gems go, I have been spending gems on the Crusaders Battleground box, which is currently on half-off sale. So I'm hoping to get out of this box. There's a couple of good things I can get. The most important thing I can get out of here are 2 of them. They're both ours. We want the 6 Samurai Kizaru, which will be an amazing floating effect with our Fumas, which will really help with consistency, which is the current issue I'm having with the deck. The consistency is kind of low. We also want Return of the 6 Samurai. Ideally, the more we get at these, the more we can let go of double-edged strike. There's other good stuff in here as well. For example, there you can get the Grand Master of 6 Samurai. If we're able to get Grand Master, I think we're going to switch over to Beatdown from Fields of the Warrior. I don't think it'll be too important. And of course, I can get a Secret 6 Samurai Rihan, which isn't like a super important card, but it does become relevant from time to time. And I think it would definitely be relevant for us since our extra deck is literally like Shien and then like Stardust Charge Warrior, which I've made actually. Funny enough, I ended up making a Stardust Warrior. Other than that, I do believe there's supposed to be a PvP event happening soon or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. If it does, that'll be awesome because PvP events also count towards PvP, so I could really use the gems at that point. Final thing before we get into some live duels, people were curious about how many gems I have spent in total. They said I should keep track of that, and I think that's a great idea. So the best way we're going to do that is we're going to subtract how many gems I've spent, or how many packs I have bought. So Crusaders Battleground, you can see 200 pack box. I've bought 8 packs of those so far. We can go into our user account here. We can go into, I think it's, no, actually it's here. Total number of packs opened 109 or 19 rather. So we take 8 away. That means 111. We could pop up the old calculator. 111 times 50 gems for each pack. We have spent a total of 5,550 gems for the first pack, and then for the other one, be 8 times 25, and then another 200 gems on top of that. So less than 6k gems so far. Really not that bad, all things considered. So there you go. That's a little bit of an update. The last thing I want to kind of go over is some people were looking at the video and, you know, trying to replicate it, or should I do this? Should I get 6 Samurai? I just want to reiterate here that this is purely for fun. This is only for fun, as kind of like a challenge. Think of it like kind of a Pokemon Nuzlocke type challenge thing, rather than, you know, me telling you that, hey, look, 6 Samurai are so good, you should do it this way or that way or whichever way. This is all just for the fun, the value, and for you guys to be entertained by something, and to kind of show that hitting King of Games is not as difficult as some people make it out to be. So keep that in mind as well. I think that's pretty much it. I think I've talked enough where I can show a bunch of the replays from the stream. If not, I'll just cut in and out. Don't worry about it. So let's get into some live duels here. Currently in Platinum rank 6. Getting to Legend would be super awesome, so let's see if we can do it. We have been running into a lot more meta decks here in Platinum, High Platinum. Lots of Blue Eyes, lots of Shiranui. This is the first day that I'm recording. This is going to be the first day under the new patch officially being launched into Duel Links itself, not just tournaments. So that's super awesome, because no more dealing with cheating invoked players, cheating whatchamacallit. Ooh, pretty good hand actually. Ooh, I wish we went first. Oh man, if we went first, it would have been over. Yeah, cheating invoke, cheating blackwing, stuff like that. Lots of Blue Eyes up here. Also, I've noticed they seem to have put the people's names on the top corner there. That's pretty cool. So looking here, going for an Ancient Rules Blue Eyes play, and that's it, is what he says. Okay. So we're gonna go for a 6 Samurai United. Let's see what we want to do here. There's a couple of options that we have. I think we just go for the draw and see what we can get before super committing to anything. Go ahead, draw 2. Another Kazan would be top tier. Did not draw the Kazan. We do have the Metal Morph, which is really good for us. So in this scenario, I could either XC summon, or I could go for... yeah, we'll just go for the Shien, and then we'll have Metal Morph to back us up. Because we don't have Dual Wield as well, I don't want to lose my Shien, so I will summon the Kazan in case there's some destruction shenanigans happening. And then we'll have double Metal Morph to deal with any Blue Eyes, and then the follow-up turn we'll have Fuma swing in, bring out our Nishi, and we'll feel good about that afterwards. Metal Morph has been an interesting card. Obviously, it's much more powerful when I use it on my turn versus my opponent's turn, because all it is 300 attack boost otherwise. Definitely would prefer to have something like World Legacy Clash, which this deck can't play at all anyway, or even just Power of the Guardian. I think I'd rather have Power of the Guardian at this point. So he does swing into Kazan, that's fine. We do not care about that, and we can attempt to lethal him this turn. Did get a Shien's Dojo, so I'm just going to play that just to get the ticks on it. Not going to need it to resolve or anything, but just in case. We're going to swing our Fuma in. Classic 6 Samurai strategy. Here's the other thing, a lot of people I've noticed in lower elos, they are scared to use their life points as a resource. But life points are there to be used. As long as you have 1 life point, you can still win the duel, yeah? So you can see I dropped to 400, don't really care, still win the duel, because if I drop myself to 400, I have lethal. You know what I mean? I summoned the Kazan with intentions of protecting Shien, and then I swung Fuma in with the intentions of winning the game off an Nishi play. But and the other thing to keep in mind too is Obviously, it also depends on the meta. Right now, we're in a meta where cards like Sphere Karibo, Kite-Roid, they're not really as played. Only in certain decks, for example, Invoke Droids. But you don't really see those in the ladder and platinum anyway. Maybe in Legend it'll be different. So being that aggressive right now is a good idea. But like if you were a couple years ago or a couple of months ago, back when Sphere Karibo was everywhere, then you wouldn't want to go that aggressive. You'd kind of want to chill and, you know, do your thing. I have learned though over the years though, if you're just in general just aggressive on the ladder, you'll typically climb quicker, because even if you get into those scenarios where you overextend, the thing with ladder, it's all about how many games you can get in at all. So this is the one that fuses. I think I'm actually going to stop this one. I don't want him fusing. I don't mind if he searches or does anything else, but the fusing is a little scary. He may have a follow-up. Nope, ends his turn. Okay, we're good. A lot of Six Samurai is about knowing what to negate. Alright, I think we'll have lethal, so this is lethal through that back row. Hopefully he doesn't have anything too crazy. Yep, uses that, that's fine. Gonna go in for the pop, and we're gonna stop him. And that should be it, unless he has a Sphere Karibo. DDD, another interesting deck. I was considering doing DDD for this challenge, actually. All kind of in one box. But I don't know if that'd be like fun to watch. What do you guys think? DDDs? I've hit King of Games with DDD before on the main account, so I could see it happening. I could see it. What else is there really to say? I mean, yeah, my core strategy. Oh, I was gonna actually talk about Inishi. There was a while there where I was considering dropping the Inishi and just playing 2 of the dojo. And I may end up still doing it. The thing with Inishi though is he really just stops, you know, the BS plays, right? Like if someone summons Blue Eyes White Dragon, equips Power of the Guardian, Inishi is my out, essentially. Ooh, not the greatest of hands. I can go into a turn 1 XCs, but unfortunately due to me being free to play, I only have Zubaba General. This would be like a perfect Utopia moment. So unfortunately we're gonna have to be super passive here. But yeah, I mean, Inishi's really good for getting out those, you know, Power of the Guardian moments or anything like that, or Sun Saga, specifically Sun Saga, because Shiranui is everywhere right now. He's really, really good at outing those monsters. But I will admit that games where I get Xian out turn 1, I have a higher, imagine this, have a higher win rate than games that don't. So here we go, we're going to see a Palace of the Elemental Lords. Actually super interesting because this is with the Konami patched enabled, so this is Lightsworn Element Saber. Interesting. I wonder if he plays any Invoke at all. Mills another Palace, so that means at most he can have 1 Alistair, if any. Lightsworn Element Saber, very interesting. Okay, gets a Beacon Saber as well, kind of annoying. Oh man. So these decks are always interesting too. The 2 decks that I struggle against the most are Thunder Dragons and any Lightsworn deck that doesn't use any back row, because obviously those decks that, you know, that usually will have like Charge or Light Brigade, and then that's it. And then it's like, okay, now Xian's like useless, and you know, my strongest monster is 2500, does nothing. Interesting enough though, the milling from the Palace is giving these boys so much attack power. 2500 riding. He also gets the field spell. He gets double field spell boost, so we're there. But we're not looking too terrible still. Nothing too crazy. Even if he goes into a synchro, we should be okay. Kind of need a Fuma. Every would be like the worst thing to deal with, but okay, Michael. That's fine as long as he doesn't have anything else. But he's kind of playing like he has something else. There's a couple of good top decks we can get here. Dual Wield would probably be like just the absolute best thing to get. But we'll see. Did he actually normal summon that? Yeah, he did. Okay. So goes ahead, hits my back row actually. It's actually a little bit more annoying than I thought it would be. Gonna go ahead into an 8-star, maybe a Scrap Dragon potentially. Oh, he's got Chaos Betrayer. I forgot about that. Oh man, I might be dead potentially here. We'll see, we'll see. He's got a few things he can do. It just depends on what he has. I don't know what's in his extra deck. Black Rose Dragon after he made his own Michael. Is he gonna pop the effect? No, he's gonna use the secondary effect, which will officially kill me, so. Very unfortunate start. I just opened up very poorly. This is one of those scenarios where you have to kind of, this is one of those scenarios where you just have to kind of be like, listen, you're not gonna win every game. Sometimes your opponent's gonna open up charge, solar recharge, all these things, and you're gonna open up nothing and have to set a monster pass. You can't get tilted from the ladder. I know it's harder in Legend when you know it's you're like actually ranking down and stuff, but you just gotta like live through it, you know. So again, not a really good hand yet again. Unfortunately, he does get Charge of Light Brigade, mills an Exodia piece. Oh wow, it's like a oh man, full Lightsworn Exodia. Not like this. All right, let's see how this goes. I don't know, it's these Lightsworn decks, bad. Whatever if you don't open really good and go turn 1 against these Exodia decks versus 6 Samurai, it's so hard. So hard to come back. Alright, gets milling some more. Yeah, so this is like a weird Quintet, Lightsworn, Magician build. So we're gonna go ahead, 6 Sam United. I do have to end him quickly, so I'm gonna hope I get a top deck Kazan here. Did not, but I did get a level 4, so next turn I can go really hard, but I do need to survive till then. Alright, so we're gonna send, he's gonna send 2 more Incarnates. Lucky for us, nothing too crazy in the grave right now. These count as spellcasters or what? Yeah, they're spellcasters, okay. Oh man. Wonder Wand. Oh, we're in a world of trouble now, boys. The Exodia's going in. Yeah, so see if I had Xian there, I could have stopped Wonder Wand. Stop the draw 2. He is going to swing, which is really good for us. Really solid for us. I'm going to bring out the Hand of the 6 Samurai. This is where our Kazaru would be just godlike here, but you know what? We take what we can get. Okay, mills a Karmika. Man, this guy's deck is insane, dude. Alright, so. And I wish Xian... this is just like unlucky to the max, because I could have gotten a Nishi, but Nishi's now in my hand, so I can't get a Nishi. So we're just like in a really weird scenario. Opening up your one of a Nishi, opening up your one of Hand of 6 Samurai, opening up your one of Kagamusha, and that's what I mean. Like sometimes it just isn't in your favor, you know. It just doesn't work out, but that's okay, you know. We do what we can do. This is why I put these 2 in there, just in case these situations happen. We're gonna go ahead and go into. Looks like he's got something. He's thinking of activating Network Trap Hole. All right, it's a good thing he does not know what Xian does. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna negate that. We're going to go ahead into another Synchro Shokan and hope for no hand traps, because if not, we should be solid. Going to go ahead, go into that Xian's dojo, and we'll summon the most attack possible. And this is where we just do a bunch of damage. Hope for the best. Swing on in. Swing on in. Swing on in. And there we go. Easy peasy. Scary match, but we made it. It would have been infinitely easier if we didn't have to deal with no turn 1 Xian, but you know what? It's fine. Oh, man. Alright, let's see what we can do here. See if we can maybe hit Plat 7 for episode 3. That'd be nice. We'll see how this duel goes out. This guy's name is Spectrum. He's kind of been all over the place. He used to be KoG, Legend, and then he's been Bronze, Silver. He must have let this account decay a lot. So, going first. What do we got? Fields of the Warrior. Okay, so we're starting off with turn 1 Xian, but then this is also kind of a problem. Turn 1 Xian, but then no follow-up is really, really scary. So if it's like Blue Eyes or something and they just manage to summon Blue Eyes, turn 1, or they make Cosmo Brain or something, it is very difficult to keep your Xian alive. So I'm hoping that Weevil, don't know his skill, so we don't know what this is. Hopefully it's nothing that can make out big monsters, though. Big monsters are not what I want. Let's see what we got. Okay, Teller Knights. Teller Knights, that's fine. I'm cool with Teller Knights, I think. I can't think of any immediate... Unless he has Skybridge, we should be alright. The interesting thing about Teller Knights is their counter trap. Obviously, Xian cannot negate counter traps. Okay, so they do have Skybridge. Might be a little scary. Yeah, I'm gonna negate that. Hopefully, it doesn't have another one. The negate, obviously, so counter traps. Counter traps are a higher spell speed than Xian effect. It does have another one. Okay, wow. Whew. We're playing against some lucky people on the ladder today. What is this? Must be nice, dude. Anyway, so yeah, counter traps, higher spell speed. Xian cannot negate them, and the Teller Knight counter trap is one of the best, if not the best, in the game. It lets them negate, destroy, and they get to draw a card once they destroy. So really, really good for him. Fuma in the grave is going to come clutch for us. Only one set card, though. That is what I like to see. Ooh, okay, that's pretty good. He went full defense mode, so how much attack this is going to be? Enough. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to swing into both of these, get rid of them. Teller Knights with no monsters, on the other hand, not as good. So, and they had kind of a hard time regrouping. He does have another Altair in hand, though, so that's really good for him. Unfortunately, he does need a third monster to do anything. 2 monster Teller Knights don't make any Teller Knight XCs, so even if he XCs into something, he cannot attack with it this turn. So we're sitting pretty on that. We know whatever this back row was, it was not relevant when I swung in, so I'm thinking it's probably like a drowning or something where I have to attack him directly. It's not the counter trap or anything like that. He does make the Utopia, so here we're going to go ahead, hand to the 6 Samurai, pop the Utopia. Something's activating now. Parshath, okay, so Parshath is really interesting as he drops the XC's block of all cards. Okay. Because this didn't go back into the deck, we're not going to lose it. We're sitting pretty on that. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and we're going to pop this. Bring back our boys. We're going to make our second Xian. So 2 Xians. Counter traps, super scary, but not scary enough. Go ahead. We're going to swing with our first Xian. He go negate. Wonder if he'll actually negate this. If he's smart, he will. Okay. So we're gonna go in, make a Nishi. Oops. Activate our effect. He could have potentially been fine, but ends up throwing the game there in the end. Other than that, though, GG's was close. So yeah, this it's pretty crazy. You can see counter traps there. I can't do much against them. They are super spook. Parshath, luckily though, did not put my monster back since it tributed itself, went to the graveyard. It can't then go back to the deck. Don't have to worry about a Parshath coming out. And even if we did, we could just swing in and win the next turn after that. Two Xians on the board and a Nishi. Very, very, very rare that you can actually get past that. So this is my rank up match. Pretty good match to end it off win. Win or lose, here we are against Peak Performance. Looks like a Blackwing player. So Blackwing, ooh, and I open up Dual Wield. Okay, so Blackwing is easy if we open up the Dual Wield. This is post-nerf as well, so we don't have to worry about the random Blackbird close, and then Shien. We're gonna probably, it's two things. I'm gonna prioritize Cosmic Cyclone. I don't want him Cosmic King my dual wield, and then the Whirlwind afterwards. I didn't see a delay there, so I'm pretty sure this is just Whirlwind. Oh, I think he might actually have Cosmic. Ah, he does. He got me. Ah, smart. Okay, so now we're in a pretty bad spot. We get rid of the Whirlwind, but he does end up hitting us with a Cosmic. I should have just gone with the game plan, man. I even said the game plan, and we dipped on it. So this is going to be kind of hard. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Has a Bora as well. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, if we stopped the Cosmic Cyclone, we literally would have just won. So, it is what it is. Just trust in your gut, you know? Trust in your gut and you won't lose like a fool to these Black Wings. And this is over, so no point in playing that one out. There you go. So yeah, normally don't let that tilt you. Keep on playing. It don't matter. Stick to the game plan. I should have just negated the Cosmic Cyclone. He would have had Whirlwind, sure, whatever. Have your Whirlwind. The moment you try to go do anything, I dual wield you. I win the game. No need for me to overextend like that. So don't do what I do. Learn from my mistakes so you don't make them. But yeah, that's going to be it. That's going to be it for episode 3. I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. I am expecting it to end here very shortly, as I'm already in Legend. Very, very soon we'll be in Legend, and yeah, after that, you know, it's going to be time to think about another deck. So if you want me to consider another deck, people were saying Tri-Mids are doable with the login tokens, by the way. I tried the login tickets. You can't get Tri-Mid pulse with that, so I don't believe I can do Tri-Mids whatsoever with this challenge in place. If you guys want me to do a challenge where it's okay to unlock the card trader, that could be something I take a look into doing as well. But definitely we're going to finish up this challenge, and then we're going to do another challenge with a different deck. I was thinking maybe DDD, or Metaphys, or maybe even Teller Knights. Teller Knights are all in one box, and I may even potentially get a Fiendish Chain. The only problem is I wouldn't be able to Dream Ticket, so I'd have to get really, really good draws for it to work out. But yeah, let me know what you guys think so far. I hope you enjoy, and peace out. I'll see you guys in episode 4, where I should be Legend by then. So take it easy, boys.